My name is Paige Reynolds. I've been a student at Cecil for 3 years. I started my college career at Salisbury University, but when my father grew ill due to a rare kidney disease, I desperately longed to be home to be close to my family. My dad always loved and appreciated my art. When I was younger, I walked around with a Fujifilm camera firmly attached to my hand. As I grew older, I started painting and drawing, and my dad was encouraging this, hanging my pieces in the garage to show off to his friends because he was proud. My family has been a big support system for me, and I have flourished in my chosen field of graphic design. Oops, you can see that one. At Cecil College, I've shown my pieces in the student exhibits every semester, and I've been published on the Cecil Mailer. My 3 years here have been spent doing hard work to stay on the Dean's List to produce quality images that I'm proud of. My capstone project this semester took some time to get off the ground. I wanted originally to create an ad campaign to promote organ donor awareness. I found that I was never satisfied with the pieces I was producing, and every week I struggled to create better, more meaningful ads. My first ad centered around organs rusting when you die and to not let the good parts rust. I used a process called texture mapping to make an anatomically correct heart look rusted and old. This failed as the heart did not so much look rusted as it did diseased, and no one wants to receive a diseased kidney or organ, whatever. My next idea centered around life after death. I created swirls and pretty designs bursting from areas of the body where the organs are. The only organ that really looked well was the heart. It was recognizable, unlike the kidney, which is very small, and the liver, which is shaped sort of funny. Ultimately, this ad campaign did not satisfy my desire for combining my artistic passions, so I moved forward again. Oops, I'm having troubles here. My next idea still revolved around life after death, but I combined my love of art with my love of my photography prowess, and I did a whole lot of scanning to create swirl patterns bursting forth yet again from the heart. I decided this looked too sketchy and not terribly professional, so even though I liked combining my doodles with my photography, I was still not completely satisfied, and I decided to try a different approach. Late on a Saturday night, I stumbled across a nonprofit organization called the Happy Initiative. I'm manic depressive, and I struggle more often than I'd care to admit to see the silver lining. I decided I wanted to create pieces that made me happy. Using the organization to fuel my creative burst, I created 2 coinciding images of people doing things that make them happy. One is a friend of mine who plays in a band. Music makes them happy. The other is of my sister all dressed up. She works in the medical field and is rarely seen out of her scrubs. Having the opportunity to dress up makes her happy. This, however, did not satisfy my desire to combine my love of painting and drawing with my love of photography. The images are pretty, but they're sort of boring. The next 5 images I'm actually proud of, and I'm very satisfied with how they turned out. I manipulated these images using Photoshop. I layered paint splatter after paint splatter and used a layer mask to make the images shine through the splatters. I love how the images look as though they only appeared because they were whacked in the face with paint, as if the paint were some sort of vanishing ink cure. These 5 pieces represent what I had wanted to create all semester long. The culmination of my disappointing first attempts led up to these images that embody my own photography, my own paint splatter manipulations, and I'm very happy with how they turned out. In the future, my biggest goal is to have affordable health insurance. I've not made a definitive decision as to whether or not I will go forward with my education and get a bachelor's degree in graphic design, but I do hope to have a job within my degree field, and I already have a few prospective employers. Thank you for coming.